What's up, YouTube? It's your boy K Shillings coming at you one more time with another conference call to discuss some current events. All right. So this is your boy K Shillings, and we got Daylito James over here. You got anything to say, Daylito?
Yo, what up? Shout out to my peoples, thekali.com, what was it, the TSC. Check it out. Check out my site, theblacktequila.tumblr.com. Check that out. Was good.
Alrighty. Black Tequila Trill Hour. Every Monday, right? Is every Monday you put one out?
Yeah, pretty much Monday, every Monday for the past 2 years I put out a new episode. That ain't gonna change.
Alright, that's what's up. It's that consistency. Alright. So jumping right into it, first we're gonna talk about the big story of the day. So basically, the Miami Dolphins have a situation going on right now where you have on one hand this guy Richie Incognito. I think he's like a left tackle, and then you have the left guard, Jonathan Martin. So apparently, even though these guys are like 6'4" and 350 pounds or whatever, one is bullying the other. So you know how in the NFL, apparently, if you're a rookie, you gotta carry in the pads after practice, and you gotta do all this extra stuff. If they go out to dinner, you might have to pick up a tab, and it ends up being like $30,000 or whatever. Keep in mind, these people, you have a lot of money, but like if you're a rookie, you don't make as much money as the people who you would be paying tabs for. But apparently, everybody has to do it, and then when you're no longer a rookie, then people do it for you. So it's an accepted culture within the NFL. But in this particular case, this guy isn't even a rookie anymore. This is his second year in the NFL. And he's a starter, so it's not like he's some bench scrub. He's a starter. And, they're still hitting him up for money. I think one of the big deals were they were, like, trying to get him to pay for their trip to Las Vegas or something like that. And just all this crazy stuff has been coming out of the locker room. Some racially charged stuff because, the Incognito character sent John Martin some text messages that, had some, racial slurs and stuff in it. Just all kinds of crazy stuff going on. What do you think about a 350-pound, 6'4" guy being bullied by somebody who's probably even slightly smaller than him?
First of all, this cyberbullying is just going too goddamn far. Seriously, when grown men are crying about bullying, big people. Secondly, I bet you that with Dan Marino, nobody been doing that shit.
Dan Marino.
That was a Miami Dolphin.
Right.
But I don't know. I think people haven't learned the concept of leave people the hell alone. You know what I mean? You can only go so far with people before they snap. And back in the day, I think people kind of knew that, but now people just go way too far. They all some bit from Back to the Future type stuff.
Yeah, I agree, because if you think about it, these people are rich. So if a little kid in school can find a way to get a gun and take it to school to shoot somebody, what do you think a millionaire could do? You know what I mean? It kind of doesn't really make sense. I agree with you. You kind of just got to leave people alone.
Lawsuits and shit like that.
Exactly. That's the other part.
I don't think a franchise can handle that type of bad press. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's another thing about the situation. Apparently the John Martin dude, he hired some hotshot attorney down in Miami. Like, apparently everybody knows this guy. He's just some hotshot attorney to like represent his case. It was somebody from ESPN wrote an article saying that he could possibly sue the Miami Dolphins for like $17 million based on some statute they have in Miami about like workplace whatever. So just bad all around. It's just a lot of bad judgment going around. All right, so moving on from that one. So also your boy Christopher Brown.
They my boy. Maybe your boy.
He's in the news.
Christopher beat him down Brown. I have no claim to him.
Christopher beat him down Brown. Roshido Brown.
He earned that title of King of Iron Fist.
Right.
Being that wild Jamaican, or was the Caribbean, what's her name? Rihanna? Robin?
Rihanna. Oh.
She was the final boss. He with the kick out the quality. He earned that title.
The fatality. Yep. So, all right. So apparently he's been arrested for assault. I think this happened like a week ago or so. And now I believe he's doing a celebrity thing. Instead of going to jail, he's going to rehab to work on his anger issues or drinking or whatever. What do you think about that?
I think it's just Brown. I think there's a lot of young niggas today. They don't. I think part of it, they don't respect women, and then the other half is there ain't nobody there to beat their ass to let them know that shit ain't right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I don't want like when you're young and somebody see you push a chick on the playground, they'll yoke your ass up and let you know that shit ain't cool, and you never did again. Now, I think a lot of young niggas today, they just run around doing what the hell they want, especially just for these women, saying what the hell they want, doing what the hell they want, and no repercussions. And Brown just having one of them niggas just famous and rich. Now, this shit ain't gonna solve anything. It's gonna happen again to the point where they just gonna have to force him to put that boy in jail. And he gonna be next to OJ.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I blame WorldStarHipHop.com. That's what I blame for this.
Yeah.
Because one thing I noticed a trend on that website is, like you were saying, like if people on a playground or whatever ever hit a girl, then all the other dudes will beat them up. Like, no, you can't hit no girl. One thing I noticed about WorldStar, it started becoming real acceptable. Like on one of those videos when somebody like punched some woman or something like that, and everybody's just standing around like, oh, or laughing. I'm just like, when did we get to this point? Like, where it's okay or it's funny? Like, so I thought that was weird.
I don't know. I mean, it's some term for that. It's like if you see something happening, like and you're around a lot of people, and you don't call the cops because psychologically you think somebody else is going to do it. So you like, fuck it, I'm just going to watch and spectate while somebody else called the cops. But then the other person next to you, the same thing, and then they say, everybody is thinking somebody's going to call the cops. So they was like, well, fuck it, the cops come and watch, but nobody's calling the cops. That's why, and put it on YouTube and shit like that. Meanwhile, nobody's doing anything. And I think that's how Westside Hip Hop got created. Plus a couple of hip hop tracks.
Yeah, I feel you. Also, it kind of broke up a little bit during that. Do you have anything else running that could be using memory?
No telling. There's no telling.
All right, cool. We'll just keep rolling. All right, so moving on. So this happened about a week ago as well. Mr. Damien Sandow, the Money in the Bank winner, who had been carrying around that briefcase for so long.
They killed him. They killed him.
So long he was carrying it around. They broke the first briefcase. He actually got the nice, classy brown that looked like an actual briefcase.
Classy.
Very, very good situation coming up, and then it just went all the way down. So he comes out. John Cena's all talking about, yay, I'm John Cena, hear me roar, or whatever John Cena says. And having the title, Sandow comes out to confront him. He doesn't fight him right away. He blindsides John Cena, knocks him down. He beats the crap out of him. Like, that was a pretty nice beatdown. Threw him into the stairs. He was working on the elbow. I thought for sure John Cena was going to let go of the title. I was very happy. I'm not a huge fan of Sandow. To me, it's just like they're like trying to recreate Triple H from a long time ago. But that was a good cash in, and I really don't think John Cena needs that belt anyway. So I was very excited to see what transpired. And John Cena wins the cash in. That's like the first time anybody's ever lost the cash in. So his character's dead. How could, if they didn't think he would be able to carry the title now, who's to say they're going to think he's going to be able to carry it in the future? What do you think?
But I didn't think Cena needed a title shot at all. Like, they could have had him come back and Alberto beat him. And then had Damien Hell in a Cell come out and pin Alberto using the cash in and become heavyweight champion, and then start a feud with Cena, and then only then beat. If Cena would have to win the belt, then he should have to beat Damien. That should have been the route that they should have done. But now Cena, ironically, Cena now is the first person to cash in Money in the Bank and not win it, and also the first person to defend against Money in the Bank. So he's broken both traditions. It's just horrible. Cena didn't need to do it. He didn't need the belt. And now Cena on Dolph Ziggler's level. It's just he could be pre-showing now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he could be up at the cheap seats with their table with the R-Truth to do play-by-play commentary. When did that shit started?
Exactly. See, my thing is, I feel like they tried to build new stars, and then they gave up on it. I guess they figured. Like, I didn't understand why they didn't put the belt on Daniel Bryan. I think Daniel Bryan's the best thing they not only that they have now, he's the best thing they've had since 10 years ago. Like, for the last 10 years. What other star? Okay, so going from 2003 to 2013, what star have they built or got from another company that's bigger than Daniel Bryan? That's more skilled, that's more popular. Who do they have? The last stars they built that were like that kind of, they got that kind of a draw was like the people from the Attitude Era.
Low key, I think right now the only hope left is Cody Rhodes, because for some reason Cody Rhodes' babyface turn has been good and they ain't messed it up yet. So I think he's the only one they can salvage, and they can, like, this time next year they can have as a world heavyweight champion. And they don't feed him Cena, because I'm glad both Cena and Cody is babyfaces, so they don't have to fight each other. Because the whole and Goldust's return had elevated Cody in the new light, having SmackDown being the only good match at Battleground, that horrible pay-per-view. So Cody Rhodes now since the fall of Damien Sandow, he's like, I think, and now he pushed D-Bron. Now he's mid-card now with the Whites for no reason. So
this is what
Cody is no future.
This is what I think they're going to do with Daniel Bryan. Because if you think about it, they pushed CM Punk to mid-card too. I don't think they're going to keep neither of them in mid-card. I think they're just doing that for Survivor Series. So they're going to put all them together, and then they're going to have the Wyatts and possibly the Shield or whatever as like the little Survivor Series match. That's what I think they're doing. I think Daniel Bryan is probably going to face Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania, and I think that's going to be a huge match. It's not going to be the main event. I don't know what the main event's going to be. And actually, that reminds me, I'm glad I said that. So somebody's reporting on YouTube and a couple like gossip sites, huh?
Probably Undertaker or some shit.
That's what I was about to say. So remember 2 years ago when they did that vignette or whatever, and everybody thought it was Sting. Everybody was like, "Oh, Sting's coming to WWE or whatever." They're trying to say because TNA is like going out of business, that now finally Sting is coming to the. Does anybody care that 2 years ago is a lot different than right now? If Sting came to the WWE now, he is old. Like 2 years ago he was old, but now he is old. Like, would anybody care?
I mean, well, you got to think about it. It's either that or the alternative was TNA feature Pac-Man Jones.
Oh, wow. TNA sucks,
former World Tag Team Champion Pac-Man Jones.
Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah, they got it.
Oh,
he was a Tag Team Champion somehow. YouTube there, folks.
Terrible. Just terrible. Yeah, TNA is mighty terrible, man. I'm so sad.
I mean, they terrible, but they have good matches now and then.
They used to. Oh, what happened to like Beer Money? So they broke that tag team up, and then they had one of them as a champion for a while, and the other one is like mid card or something. Like, what are you doing? You could have like created a feud between them. I don't know. I don't care about TNA. I don't even remember half the wrestler.
Like, to quiet my words, it's not supposed to be good. You keep that in your mind, then everything's okay.
Nah, I think TNA should be WCW. That's what I really think. I think you always need a competition. When you don't have competition, then you get crap like we have now.
But you need money to back up that competition, though. That's the TNA problem. They ain't got money. They can't have the big venues.
See, I really don't know that it's a money issue because when they go on tour and they have people there, the shows still aren't that good. Like, if they get some good writers, write some stuff that people will care about, then I think you can create a brand that could, maybe not like be direct competition, but at least be in the picture, give people something else to watch. Like, nobody, the storylines they come up with, nobody could care, even if you tried to care. Like, I've tried to care about TNA, and it's just not worthwhile. Like, it's garbage.
It's not supposed to be good. It's not supposed to be good.
Alrighty, so moving on. What do you think about the Kanye West, Kim Kardashian engagement situation?
Well, hey, this is gonna be another thing people hate Kanye for. And Kanye, who's a not giving a fuck type person, it's good for him. It'd be something to put on his Wikipedia. As for Kim, she still gonna have a big ass. Women still gonna hate her. I don't think this is gonna change anything other than at least they can have a non-crackhead in their family. Sorry, Odom.
Oh wow! Low blow.
When did he get on? I always want to ask somebody that. When did he get on crack?
Supposedly, it's always been.
Kanye, save him, Kanye. Excuse me, save him, Jesus, save him.
Oh no, we can't go there on this show. Yeah, Kanye sucks. But anyway, Lamar Odom, apparently that's been like a background issue that he was fighting off, his whole career. Supposedly, that's what Stephen A. Smith says. I obviously don't know. You say that's always been in the background, and when he was with the Lakers, since he was in a good place, it didn't become an issue because, he's in a good place. There's no reason to turn to it. But when things started to go south, when he came to Dallas, which he hated Dallas, never wanted to be here, I guess it started to kind of start, and then, he went back to LA and it wasn't right. So it just, I guess it spiraled out of control. Very sad. Very sad.
So once again, Dallas claimed another soul. And you Dallas? Damn Dallas.
It's Cuban, man. Like, there was really no reason to go after Lamar Odom. He didn't want to go. He didn't want to come here. He was very clear about him not wanting to come to Dallas. You bring somebody somewhere where they don't want to be, and then you get mad because they don't want to play for you. Now, granted, it's the NBA. You're getting millions of dollars. You do have to be professional. But if you have issues already and certain situations are good for your life in general, I don't know. I can kind of see the point why he didn't want to come because, once your mind goes, then sometimes everything else goes, I guess. I guess in his case, that's the case. I don't know. That's sad, though. That's a very sad story. So, what do you think? Well, I'm gonna let you kind of go into this. What do you think about Thanksgiving this year?
I'm kind of disturbed about Thanksgiving, given the fact I've been thinking about this for quite some time. I'm kind of noticed little by little, especially after what happened last year, that Thanksgiving is not one of the main 4 holidays anymore. It's kind of disturbing because as a kid, I love Thanksgiving as much as I love Christmas and New Year's and Valentine's Day.
What's the 4 main holidays?
What's up?
What's the 4 main holidays?
Let's see. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and Valentine's Day. Everything else kind of like, I don't know. Those are like ones you see cards and every commercial. You got to get this, or you'll be out. You really don't see people make big deal for Hanukkah. What they do is like that's key, but you'll see people do big deal for like St. Patrick's Day or Flag Day or shit like that.
Yeah.
It's usually the fall and winter seasons people big deal of. 4th of July, maybe, but people joke on that day, so it's really so much you can advertise to say America. But they should want to substitute 4th of July for New Year's, but that's your discretion. Well, Thanksgiving was one of the big ones. But ever since Walmart did this stuff of starting Black Friday on Thanksgiving, making everybody work on Thanksgiving, it kind of like opened the door of people not caring about Thanksgiving or being at home. Because people want to go, they'll spend Thanksgiving being in line for this iPod or shit. And I started to notice like Jack in the Box and other restaurants, they having like signs on their walls saying, yes, we'll open for Thanksgiving. And I'm like, back in the day, everything was shut down on Thanksgiving. You know, so you be at home and chill. But now everybody's like out and about, just a taco or something. And I was like, that's not right. That's not right.
Yeah, it's money. It's money. When you see the opportunity, oh, there's no reason for us to really, give up making money. I always feel bad. Like when you go to Walmart and you see people working on those holidays, I was like, man, that sucks. Like there's one time where you probably shouldn't be working this right now. But yeah, I feel you on that one. So what's up with this R. Kelly body double incident? What's going on with that?
Oh, okay. YouTube there, because this is a story about R. Kelly. Like some promoter had advertised that R. Kelly was having a program as a sub, and everybody bought tickets and went to it, and then it was some dude who was lip syncing, and then after he was lip syncing for a couple while, people started to look at him like, wait, I know damn R. Kelly. He literally pissed on people. He people off. I was like R. Kelly, you know. I think shit like this on other people, but R. Kelly, you pulling stuff like this? Come on.
It's like too soon, R. Kelly, too soon.
I mean, you literally got away with murder. I saw that sex tape. You literally get away with murder. Don't do anything to like MF Doom's the only person still able to get away with that, and that's because he's on the Dr. Doom gimmick, and Dr. Doom known to be doing that. I don't know Jimmy Hugh on R. Kelly. Jimmy Hugh don't do no body doubles.
He's the Pied Piper of R&B. Remember that? I always thought that was crazy that he got away with claiming that he's the Pied. You remember the story of the Pied Piper? Like he plays the flute and then the children come and then come behind him. Then he killed the children.
I think he's one of those situations. Okay, I'm fooling with little girls. Somebody's with it and market, so put on the Pied Piper. Sell some about shirts. I'm like, damn it. I wasn't even mad at that. He got away with that.
No, it's an indictment. It's an indictment against us. It means we're stupid. We're too stupid to even understand what he's telling you. Yeah, I did
it. Hey, this is 2013. The stuff you can get away with now is ridiculous.
Yeah, nobody really thinks about anything. It's just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. All right.
Like you see all the people who like blackface during Halloween. People don't think no more. This is like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's why I don't even mess with Halloween. Well, that's not why I don't mess with Halloween. But Halloween really ain't nothing to me. Like it's like the dumb holiday to me. I mean, me personally, I never grew up celebrating it because we never really knew what we were celebrating in Halloween. So as an adult, it was never a big deal. Every year is something like that because Halloween is just people's excuse to do whatever. So I wasn't surprised. I'm never, every year, that's a reoccurring story. It's always somebody crossing some line or whatever and offending people. I guess it's what you kind of come to expect from Halloween at this point. I don't know. Anyway, on to the last topic of the day. Miss Crabapple from the legendary show The Simpsons. What's going on with her, Mr. James?
Simpsons need to end now because all the stars are dying now.
Yeah. And to be honest, I'm not going to really lie about The Simpsons. It's not really funny anymore. I mean,
they have their moments.
Yeah. But it's not, when you compare it against its own standard. So, if you compare The Simpsons now to The Simpsons in 1998 or something like that, there's no comparison. Like, The Simpsons used to be just absolutely hilarious all the time. And now, I mean, I guess when you change writers, you can't duplicate moments in time. I think it's just, when something's over, it's kind of over. You can continue it, but it still is over at the point where it was over. What do you think?
like the thing is, they can like make new fresh, like they can do stuff like have Bart go to 5th or 6th grade, have Lisa get to be like 7th, 8th grade, homie with the news. Like they can be fresh when they want to be. They probably do the same stuff. So let's say like switch it up. Like they kind of switched it up when they had Flanders with the new wife, which ironically was Krabappel. So I don't know how they're gonna explain that in the future, but if they do more of that, they can make the show more fresher.
Yeah.
But now I can't see the Simpsons now how I see D-Top, Dr. Dre. It's like now that Nate Dogg is dead, who's gonna sing the hooks?
and also that's a good example because does anybody care about Detox coming out anymore?
I mean, let's say, who's that guy with Macklemore? Ryan Lewis? They could get Ryan Lewis to sing the hook, I guess.
Oh, I'm going
up so tired. So they can get him sing it.
Terrible.
Oh,
but Dr. Dre is another example. Like some stuff is for a moment in time. If Detox would have came out when it was supposed to come out, because Dr. Dre has a pretty outstanding track record. Like he has classics. If you think about it, he was responsible for the Chronic. Oh, what's that? You have some kind of freak out?
Hold on a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, ignore the fact that Mr. James has... Ladies and gentlemen, please ignore the fact that Daylito James has obviously broke into U of H to use that facility.
I get my free internet.
No.
I was like, hey, I can't afford Xfinity and shit like that. What other services? Comcast.
All right, what were we saying? So, if Detox would have came out when it was supposed to, because if you look at Dr. Dre's track record, he had the Chronic. Chronic was a classic, very classic album. He had the Chronic, 2002, 2000, Chronic 2000, whatever it was called. Then he had Eminem's album that he put out. That was the first one, or not even the first one. The second one is probably my favorite one. Then he had later, in 2003, he had the 50 Cent album, which was probably one of my favorite albums of all time, if not the favorite. And that's Get Rich or Die Trying, of course. So, things that he had his hand in are usually very successful. If Detox would have came out when it was supposed to, it probably would have sold a lot of copies. But 10 years goes by, nobody cares anymore. I mean, it's just how things work. You can't hold on to people's attention for that long. Eventually, people stop caring. What do you think?
Like especially in this day and age, is a spur of the moment type of era we live in. I think that's why so many artists make like 85 mixtapes before they make an actual album. They have the material now and they release it. And I guess that's the type of era we live in. So like a guy who with Dre's reputation, I don't think people would care about the reputation. They just want to hear it now. And the fact that you hold on to it, people kind of look on it in a negative light.
Yeah. Yep. That's what's up. All right. Anyway, it looks like that's all the time we have for today's show. Any closing remarks, Mr. Daylito James?
Like I say, first of all, I'll go keep the lights on as long as I can. Secondly, again, go to the website at blacktequila.tumblr.com. Go to the college.com. Go to TSC. What's up? And everything is everything.
Everything is everything. And as usual, check me out on youtube.com/KShillings for, all your sports and wrestling and boxing and whatever I feel like talking about. All right. See you next time. Peace out.